think a lot of you, especially if you have never uploaded any YouTube videos and you're interested in starting a channel or you're interested in starting an Instagram page, all of it is in your head, right? And you have all these theories of all these things you want to try. It's all just ideas and none of it has come to life, and it all seems wonderful in theory. I feel like the more that you know about the algorithm, what works, what doesn't work, best practices for social media, the less confident you become, right? And I kind of actually just miss the old days when I first started my channel and I didn't know as much as I know today, and I just went for it because I didn't overthink absolutely everything that I was doing. I did this whole thing just because I wanted to express my creativity, but the thing is, as time goes by and you're trying to turn your content into a business, you have to really be strategic and think about a million different things, your niche, what you're doing, how you're going to monetize. And it just kind of, for me, sucked the life out of all the creativity and the bravery that I once had. And so that's what I want to talk about in this video, really that journey of overthinking social media and how to just push through and what you should do about it if you feel like you're not showing up as the best version of yourself, or you're not showing up at all because you're just overthinking absolutely everything about posting, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube. So when I started my channel, I didn't have like a 10-year plan, or a vision of what I wanted to do. I just knew that I loved making videos. I really wanted to be on YouTube. And so I just went for it. For me, I had this idea of, I'm just going to make 10 videos about job hunting and then I'll see how it goes. That was kind of what I had in my head, right? And I actually did help a ton of people, get jobs, get interviews, and I'm really proud of that content. Back then, I really didn't overthink my content that much. I just wanted to help people and make videos, and that's all that I cared about. But if you've been on social media for longer than 3 to 6 months and you're really consuming content that is meant to help you grow your channel or your page, your Instagram page, then you'll start to find out more about how to make better content, how to connect better, things like choosing a niche or who you serve, or turning your content into a business and how you actually make money. You start to learn a lot of information. And for me, that information was really crippling. I felt like, oh my gosh, okay, I know I like making videos and I'm not really sure what I want, to charge people for, how I want to monetize. It's really difficult to be stuck in that position, right? Where I'm such an action taker. I'm one of those people that just believes, just go for it, you'll see what happens. But then you learn that that's not really the best way to run your business. You should understand about your target audience, what is your vision? Why are you doing this? And your things like content pillars and just all this information, right? Which I will continue to talk about more on this channel and everything that I've learned. But it can get really overwhelming. And for me, I did get overwhelmed and I just got confused. And I just feel like, okay, so my Instagram, we're no longer doing like perfect feeds, but at the same time, there should be some sort of cohesion. I got stuck for weeks just trying to decide what kind of color scheme I want on my Instagram. Like I just couldn't figure out what color feels like me, right? Because for the longest time I had like this pink theme going on, and now I hate it. I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? But that was because at the time I didn't care. I was like, just put something out there, it doesn't matter. But now I'm trying to get more serious about things, trying to streamline my content, and I can't even decide like what color feels like who am I? Like what's my favorite color, So the point I'm trying to say is that you can get really stuck for a long time on something as simple as what's your color scheme, right? And this is not coming from someone who hasn't tried at all. This comes from someone who put something out for a little bit of time and then you get some feedback and you're not really happy with the direction that it's going and you want to clean that up a little bit more and move to a higher stage of business. I think that's really where I got tripped up with the overthinking, even though I'm not typically an overthinker kind of person. The other thing is that most of us are pretty multifaceted as human beings, right? I don't know anyone that only, is interested in one thing. Most of us are interested in multiple things. And with social media, to succeed, fast, you really have to narrow down to like 1 to 2, maybe even 3 maximum topics that you cover. And it's kind of hard to make that decision of like, who are you? What are you about? What do you want to be known for? And I feel like in the last few months, my content was really all over the place because, like I said, I was trying different things. And so, I don't really know what I'm known for. I don't know what, if someone were to recommend my channel, what is it that they're going to say? Are they going to tell them about my job hunting videos, my YouTube videos, about content creation, about social media? What is it that I want to be known for? Even though I'm interested in like a million different topics. And that was another thing that I was really overthinking. And what do I have to say about that? I'm not sure I figured that one out yet. I do have a plan for my next. This is where I'm at, right? I don't think I have it all figured out of who I want to be for life. Like I don't want to marry a certain topic for life. But I do know that for me, it's more of thinking of it in terms of series. So make a series of 5 to 10 videos on this topic and see how you feel. Because that's another thing I learned, right? That sometimes, sorry of all this light, it's so crazy. But anyway, that's another thing that I learned, that sometimes in your head, you think that there's a certain topic that you'd like to cover. And it sounds wonderful in your head. And then when it's time to hit the camera, create the content, after the third or fourth one, you're like, I don't really like this topic. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when you do market research or you're thinking of a topic, it can seem like a really good topic. Like for me, making money online was a really, really good topic in terms of that's what people are searching for. Those are the kinds of videos that people want on YouTube. And those did quite well for me more than any other content. And so I did those videos. But to be honest, I couldn't see myself making 50 or 100 of that type of content. I just couldn't marry that topic, right? I'm not saying I'll never make videos about making money again. I definitely will. That's still an important topic for me, and I will still definitely talk about it in the future, but it's definitely not going to be what my main channel is about. And so that's another thing, right? That sometimes you won't know how you feel about a topic until you create the video. I think a lot of you, especially if you have never uploaded any YouTube videos and you're interested in starting a channel or you're interested in starting an Instagram page, all of it is in your head, right? And you have all these theories of all these things you want to try. Maybe you have a Pinterest board saved with all your ideas. It's all just ideas and none of it has come to life, and it all seems wonderful in theory, but you're never going to learn about yourself, what you truly like and what people like seeing from you, unless you put it out there and you give it a shot. And you can always pivot, change, experiment as you go along. So don't be one of those people who, you for months you've been strategizing and planning and coming up with ideas, but you haven't put out anything into the world. For me, as much as my content has been all over the place, I've made a ton of mistakes and things that I wouldn't do again, I still had so much fun. I learned faster than anything, right? And so that kind of explains why I was away from YouTube for about 2 months. I didn't upload anything, and that's because I really wasn't sure where I want to go next, and I'm tired of having content that's all over the place. I really want to narrow it down, and so I took time off to think about it. And that's what I love about YouTube, is that your channel can still continue to grow. So it wasn't, a disaster for me to not upload in that amount of time. I felt guilty, I felt really guilty. Every week I'm like, just make a video, just say something. And I'm like, no, I don't know what to say, so I'm not just going to say something. But yes, I had a lot of guilt over not uploading because I pride myself in being a consistent content creator. But yeah, I just had to think about it. And what I also learned is that I took time out to think about it, and I'm still not sure. I still feel like I need to put in action and I need to work and try something. So do maybe 10 videos on the topic that I think, I have a hypothesis about it and I need to test it and try it. So what I would say to you, if you're stuck and you don't want to, you're overthinking social media, you're overthinking your color scheme, your color palette, your branding, you're just overthinking everything. Don't think of it as being married to this content, right? Think of it as a series of something that you're going to try, and you're going to do 10 posts or a month or whatever time frame you want to chop it up into, that for you feels more like a hypothesis that you have, and then you're going to test it out and then get feedback and results from that. By the way, just before I wrap up this video, I want to tell you that a lot of people are really chasing for lots of followers, lots of subscribers. But I would say, in my opinion, I actually enjoyed my YouTube channel much more when I had less subscribers. I felt like there was less pressure. I could just do whatever I wanted. Even my goal was, if I can just help one person in this video, I'm happy, right? And now when you have more subscribers, let's say now I have over 5,000 subscribers, and if I post a video and I get 5 views, I'm obviously going to feel some type of way. But when I had 100 subscribers, I didn't care about the views. If only 5 people watched the video, I was like, great, that's awesome. So that's another thing I want to tell you, that don't think that appreciate the stage that you're at. Appreciate the stage 0 or the 100 subscriber stage or the 50 subscriber stage, because you're really free to do whatever. There's no pressure. There aren't that many people watching you. So enjoy that time. I missed that time. I felt like that was when I was my most creative, because I felt free to try different things. Whereas when you have a certain number of subscribers, people start to really associate you with a certain topic. And if you change from that topic too drastically, your views will really go down. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're still right at the beginning with either 0 followers or 0 subscribers, that is the best time to be. And yeah, I just hope that in this video, you know that it's totally okay to be confused, for your content to be all over the place when you're in your first year, when you're experimenting. Take that time. If you need to take time out to think about it, to re-strategize, to take a course, to learn new information, that's also fine as well, right? But what's not fine is keeping your ideas in your head for months and months and months and not doing anything about it, and just dreaming of having an Instagram page or dreaming about having a YouTube channel for years. That's what's not okay, because in your heart of hearts, you know you want to do this. And so that I hope that this video will motivate you to just, instead of thinking that you have to have absolutely everything figured out, just plan 3 videos or plan 3 Instagram posts and then just do them and then take it from there. And so here's what I always say to people is that deep down in your heart, you already know what you need to do. And so just go out there and do it. I wish you all the best in your content creation. And yeah, if you have a new Instagram page that you're starting that you want us to check out, or you have a new YouTube channel, feel free to plug it in the comments and I will check it out. We'll support you, and I'm rooting for all of you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a fantastic day.